I once believed knowledge was a lantern. Now I know it can also be a torch, one that sets your entire world on fire. I didn't know my only decision will take everything from me. My name is Victor Frankenstein, and I am the architect of my own damnation. From boyhood, I worshipped the hidden mechanics of life. While others feared cemeteries, I saw laboratories. While others prayed for miracles, I studied how to manufacture them. Death, to me, was not sacred. It was a puzzle. When my mother died, grief did not break me. It sharpened me. I swore I would tear open nature's secrets and drag life back from the abyss. At university, I abandoned friendship, sleep, even sunlight. My world shrank to candlelight, steel instruments, and the silent company of the dead. I built him piece by piece, not a man in an assembly. Limbs chosen for strength, organs for endurance. A towering figure designed to surpass human frailty. I told myself I was creating perfection, but I never stopped to ask whether perfection without a soul is just horror refined. The night I gave him life, the sky itself seemed to recoil. Thunder shook my laboratory windows as the final spark surged through the body on the table. His chest jerked, his fingers twitched. Then his eyes opened. Watery yellow, alive. He looked at me, not with rage, not with evil, but with the blank confusion of a newborn. And I felt only revulsion. The skin stretched too tightly over muscle. The lips could not conceal the teeth. The proportions, once mathematical triumphs, now formed a grotesque parody of humanity. I had dreamed of a new Adam. I had created a fallen angel with no heaven to go to. When he reached for me, I ran. That moment, not the lightning, not the experiment, was my true crime. I abandoned him to a world that would hate him and taught him hatred in return. Weeks passed before the consequences found me. My youngest brother, William, was found dead in a field near our home, his small throat bruised by enormous fingers. I saw the marks, my handiwork, even if no one else did. An innocent girl, Justine, was accused and executed for the crime. She died proclaiming innocence, while I stood silent, choking on a truth too monstrous to confess. But the creature was not finished with me. He began to haunt my life like a curse with footsteps. I would glimpse him on distant ridges at dusk, his massive outline black against the dying light. Sometimes in the quiet of night, I would wake with the sick certainty that he stood just beyond the darkness, watching, learning my suffering the way I once studied anatomy. When he finally confronted me in the mountains, his voice shattered every illusion I clung to. He spoke not like a beast, like a wounded soul. He told me of hiding in forests, of being beaten with stones, of children screaming at the sight of his face. He described watching a family through a cottage window, learning language, kindness, love, only to be driven away in terror when he revealed himself. I was good, he told me. Misery made me a fiend. And then he made his demand, create a companion for him, or he would make my life a graveyard. I tried, God help me, I tried. But the thought of unleashing a second being like him, perhaps crueler, beyond my control, filled me with dread. I destroyed the unfinished form before his eyes. That was the moment hope died. His expression did not twist with rage, it emptied. You are my creator, he said quietly, but I am your master. I will be with you on your wedding night. He kept his promise. Before that night, he took my best friend, Henry Clerval, gentle, loyal Henry. I found his body cold and broken, as if the creature had crushed not just bone, but every happy memory of my youth. Grief hollowed me, fear poisoned every breath. On my wedding night, I believed he meant to kill me. I armed myself, patrolled the halls, hunted shadows. But monsters are clever. While I searched, he slipped into my bride's chamber. Elizabeth's scream still tears through my dreams. I found her lifeless on the bed, her golden hair spread like a funeral shroud. The creature had left the window open, as if to let the night itself witness my punishment. My father did not survive the shock of it. His heart, already worn by sorrow, broke completely. One by one, everyone I loved fell, like candles extinguished by the same merciless breath. And always, somewhere in the distance, I would see him, watching, not triumphant, not joyful, just relentless. If you remember my story, remember this. Because the real horror is not the creature in the shadows.